Welcome back, everybody. This is my second video doing a voice meme for Facebook and DeviantArt. Everybody asks me a question or a couple of questions, and I answer everything that I possibly can. Let's continue with the next question from VP Aurora Star on DeviantArt. The question is, what do you think of Wario and Waluigi? I think they're hilarious. I honestly do. I like their comedic acts that they do, usually in the cinematics for the games. If you've ever played Mario Power Tennis for the GameCube, which is now on the Wii, the opening cinematics of the game have Wario and Waluigi kind of disgruntled because they got kicked out of the tennis tournament. And they go up to a picture of Mario and Luigi, and they start drawing mustaches and glasses and like googly eyes and stuff like that, and they're like stupid plumbers or something like that. And they get chased by the cops, and it's great. I mean, it's really video game comedy gold if you think about it in a way like that. Also, there's, a couple other scenes, like they get blown up at one point. It's hilarious. Everything they do is hilarious. Also, I like the addition of Waluigi as a kind of a counterpart to Wario. For a while, Wario was just a standalone character, an arch nemesis to Mario, besides Bowser, of course. And the addition of Waluigi just kind of gives backstory to Luigi himself, because Luigi was kind of a standalone character in his own way, in the shadow of Mario and all that stuff. He didn't really have anything of his own. Now he's got his own nemesis, he's got his own girlfriend, so Wario and Waluigi, not only are they funny, not only do they make games really enjoyable, but they do give life and character to more character to the Mario Brothers than they originally had. So that's what I think of Wario and Waluigi. The next question comes from Sarugi Cage. I hope I said your username right. How did you come up with Princess Ginger? I answered this in my first video, but I will gladly answer it again. I came up with Princess Ginger when I was 8 years old. I was playing Mario Tennis for the Nintendo 64, and I got jealous of Daisy because I liked Luigi, and I thought that he should like me rather than like Daisy. So in order to achieve that, I had to create a character for myself, and Princess Ginger was born. Her original look was rather drastically different than what it is now. I started drawing her about 2 or 3 years ago, and just maybe, I want to say middle of last year, I had one of my friends do a commission for me where he changed the dress, and the dress that he created is the dress that Ginger currently wears. So if you check out my DeviantArt page, CaseyJedi89 at DeviantArt.com, you will see that. And Princess Ginger has a very cool backstory, has a very unique character compared to the actual Mario princesses, Peach and Daisy. Also, she's kind of like the main breakthrough OC princess for the Mario Lost Girls group, which is my group on DeviantArt, so please check that out if you're not a DeviantArt member. Alright, enough advertising for myself. The next couple of questions come from Stripes and Angel Wings, my very good friend Cassie. The first question is, what does Sam love so much about Ursula? Before I answer this question, I would like to let you know who Sam and Ursula are. Sam is my Green Hornet character. Her full name is Samantha Harding. Her superhero name is the Green Tornado. I created her after I saw the new Green Hornet movie, which stars Seth Rogen and Jay Chow, and I really liked it. So I did a little bit of research on the Green Hornet, which goes all the way back to the 1930s as a radio drama, is when the Green Hornet first started. And I liked it. It's very interesting. The thing I like the most about the Green Hornet is that he is not technically a superhero. He doesn't have any superpowers. Like, he doesn't have X-ray vision, he can't fly, he can't, run a million miles a minute or whatever. He's like Batman, in a way, if you think about it, if you want to compare the two. He's just a regular guy. He wants to fight crime. So he dresses up in, as a villain originally, so he can trick the villains into thinking that he's one of them when he's actually the hero. And he goes around fighting crime in that sort of way. Which is kind of why I like Batman and the Green Hornet over characters like Superman and Spider-Man and, the Hulk and all that kind of stuff. So there's a little trivia on Green Hornet for you. Anyway, so I decided to create Samantha just because I wanted to have my own character in that universe. Samantha comes to the readers as a very sort of almost broken woman. She has a very tragic past that she wants to correct, and the way she does that is through fighting crime. And she has a lot of similarities with the Green Hornet. She dresses up as the villain and, acts like the hero, and, takes down criminals by her own, taking the law into her own hands. Eventually she ends up falling in love with Britt Reed, who is the Green Hornet, and they get married and, have babies and all that good stuff. Ursula is Cassie's character, and her full name is Ursula Kaz Kim, and she's known as the Crimson Tiger. Her story's very interesting as well. It's almost, if you think about it, it's almost parallel to Sam's. They've got, both have tragic pasts, which actually will be explained with the next question that she asks. Anyway, to answer this question, what does Sam love so much about Ursula? Sam loves everything about Ursula. Ursula is almost kind of like her foil. Sam is very hard-headed, very forceful, very, kind of like an in-your-face character, whereas Ursula is almost, calm in a way. She's very kind of timid almost. Not too terribly timid. Obviously, she's a crime fighter. She can't be timid. But they reflect off each other very well. They're kind of like a perfect fit. Also, Ursula is dating or is married to Kato, who is Britt Reed's best friend. Technically, like his, they call each other brothers, so they became sisters in soul. So Ursula is almost like the sister that Sam never had the chance to experience. And she can tell anything to Ursula, and in return, Ursula can tell anything to Sam. So it's a very, very open, very loving kind of sisterly bond that those two have. And she loves her Czechoslovakian accent, because it's very cute. It makes Ursula who she is. The next question, what is Sam's fondest memories with her sister and mother? Here's some more backstory for you on Samantha Harding. When Sam was 11 years old, her sister Katie and her mother were murdered by human traffickers because they refused to be abducted into that sort of trade. So, Sam was very young, wasn't able to experience a lot with them. Obviously she vowed revenge to get their killers or whatever. But her fondest memories are just any memories, really, that she has with them. She didn't get to spend a whole lot of time with them because she was robbed of them when she was very young. Anything she can remember, whether it be, going to get ice cream or, even arguing. Even having arguments with her sister and mother are memories that she cherishes as if they were the best days of her life. Because she will never be able to experience anything like that again, because her mother and sister were stolen from her. So any memories that she has with them is anything, from the littlest things to the biggest things. Anything she can think of with them, she cherishes and is very fond of. The next question is, do you look forward to dessert? No, I really don't, actually. I'm not too much of a sweets person, to be honest. The only thing I crave every now and then is chocolate, but that comes with being a woman. So, Yeah, that's that. The next question is, what is your dream job? Well, my main dream job has always been to work for Nintendo in their graphic design department. Not so much game design, but more character development and design, like, costuming, character looks, character development, that sort of stuff. If you look at my DeviantArt page, another advertisement for myself, you'll see all the Nintendo artwork that I do and things like that. I would love to do that. That's been one of my dream jobs since I can even remember how young I was. Another dream job I would always want to have is being an actor. I love acting, did it all through high school, still continue to do it in the community theater here in Kansas City. It's fun. I mean, there's just something about it when you become a character that's not you. When you become a person that's not you, you're free to do whatever you want, It's almost like going undercover, to be honest. Because if you think about it, I mean, you're becoming a different person, you're using a different name, you're being known as, such and such. Oh, if this character's excuse my language, but if this character's like a tight ass, whatever. You can be a different person than you are when you're acting, and it's a lot of fun. I mean, acting is just something I've always enjoyed doing and would like to do as a professional career. I mean, not only would that be buku bucks, but it'd be really cool at the same time. Can you ice skate is the next question. Yes, actually I can. I enjoy it. I haven't done it very recently, obviously, because it's been summer, but I do like to ice skate, except for the part where you fall down and, like, break your arm or whatever on the ice, but that, that kind of comes and goes, whether you're good at it or not. But I do like to ice skate, and I can ice skate. The next question is, other than soccer and baseball, do you like any other sports? Not really, to be honest. Baseball is my main sport, that's been my favorite sport since I was a kid. My team is Kansas City Royals. Go Royals, woo! Well, now that I live in Kansas City, but when I was living in California, in Sacramento, it was the Giants, so yeah, Giants, World Series winners, woo! Anyway, that was lame. So, no, I actually don't like any other sports than football, European football and baseball. So, sorry. Last question, actually, from Stripes and Angel Wings is, what do you consider to be Seth Rogen's most attractive feature? Where do I begin? Well, let's see. To be honest, I really like his eyes. I think Seth Rogen has very beautiful, beautiful eyes. They're just very deep, very soft, very beautiful. Just a beautiful color. I like looking at them. I could look at his eyes all day. I do like his face as well. He's got a very soft, kind of like boyish look about him. And that's kind of something about that just draws me in, it's something I've always been attracted to. I don't really like the big muscle chiseled guys, whatever. Just everything about him, really. I mean, I couldn't tell you exactly what it is that attracts me to him, because it's everything. I just look at him and I'm like, wow, I really like him. Type of thing. So that's how that goes. Again, Mr. Rogen, if you were listening, I would totally marry you right now. You wouldn't even have to ask. It's already done. It's a done deal. We're good to go. Yeah. So next question is from Galaxia Darkness. Do you think Bowser is an awesome Mario character? Of course I do. Bowser is the best video game villain I have ever encountered in my life. I mean, come on, a big dragon turtle hybrid? Seriously? Where else are you gonna find that in a game? Come on. Also, the other thing about Bowser is, like, yeah, he's a really scary looking dude. Like, he breathes fire. He's really a big, like I said, just big dragon turtle thing. But he's dumb. You know, like, he's not the smartest guy on the planet. The dialogue that they have for him in some of the games, such as, like, Bowser's Inside Story and Paper Mario: The Thousand Year Door, hilarious. You know, Bowser has genuinely made me laugh several times. Him, Wario, and Waluigi, I kind of find just almost like the Three Stooges. Just great, great villains, you know, in a game. Because, you know, they're insecure. They're kind of, like I said, they're not the brightest bulb in the box. You know, whatever. But Bowser is a very cool character. I wouldn't fight any other villain in a video game than Bowser. So, he is awesome. The next question I have comes from Metal Mushroom. Which Nintendo hero do you love the most, Link or Mario? Well, sorry to offend all you Zelda fans out there, but Mario. Mario is my man. Like I said in my first video, I'm sort of a game racist when it comes to video games. I really can't get into anything other than Mario. So Mario is my hero. Actually, no, screw that. Luigi is my hero. No. And not Link or Mario. Luigi. Thank you. Just throwing that out there. Alright, the next question, I guess, comes from Luigi User. It's kind of a scenario, so here we go. So one day you wake up and you're trapped on a deserted island with no memory of how you got here and no signs of recluse, and it looks like you'll be here for a while, possibly the remainder of your days. But on the plus side, you've got unlimited food, water, a sturdy shelter, and even electricity. Inside the shelter, there are a ton of video games. You've never seen so many games and consoles in one spot, ranging from old generation consoles, current generation, even arcade stand-ups, and you're entitled to any 5 games from any console. But the catch is the moment you touch and claim your 5 games, the rest turn to dust in the wind. So the big question is, what 5 games will you pick to play for the remainder of your life? Well, after that thrilling introduction, let's see here. Well, first and foremost, the first game I would pick would be Super Mario RPG Legend of the Seven Stars for the Super Nintendo. Hands down. Like I said in my first video, that's my favorite game of all time. Second game I would pick would probably be Super Mario All-Stars, because in that game you have 4 different games. So, kind of cheating the system on that one. You get 4 games in one. So that's 2 games down. The third game I would pick would probably be Paper Mario for the Nintendo 64, just because that's, I like that Paper Mario. I'm partial to that game in the Paper Mario series. The fourth game, to be honest, you know what, I will go outside of my Mario-ness here, and I'm gonna choose Soul Calibur 4 for the Xbox. I really enjoyed that game when I played it. That was one of the only non-Mario games that I seriously had a really good time playing. So that's, Soul Calibur 4. The fifth and final game I would pick... Let's think here. I want to say the fifth and final game would probably not even be Mario either. It would be Rollercoaster Tycoon for the PC. I like that game. You know, I like building roller coasters and building theme parks. It's fun. It's something to, waste your time. So, there's that for you, Frank, Luigi User. I think your name is Frank anyway. Sorry if I messed that up. Alright. The next couple of questions come from Miss Link 8908, another one of my good friends, Jenny. First question is, what is your favorite video game music? You know what? I'm not gonna lie to you. I've always liked the Zelda music. There's just something magical about the Zelda music. You know, like the fairy theme and just the overall Zelda theme has just always caught my attention somehow. Like it's literally so for me, it's literally I'm such a geek about that song that every time I hear the Zelda theme, it kind of like makes me cry a little bit just because it's such an epic song, you know. And of course, on my iPod, I have over 300 songs of Mario games. So, I mean, obviously the Mario music is a given. But to be honest, you know, video game music-wise, I would have to go with the Zelda music. I know that's really against my coda here, but hey, I'm just saying, there's something magical about the Zelda music. Next question is, who's your favorite video game princess? Oh, jeez. You know, to be honest, I'm gonna have to go with Princess Peach on this one, just because she, you know, is the princess. You know, like, Daisy, yes, is a princess, but at the same time, like, you know, Peach is the main princess, you know, she's the main girl that you're fighting for. When I was growing up, you know, she was Princess Toadstool to me. So when I was growing up, it was all about Princess Toadstool, and I remember wanting to dye my hair blonde because I wanted to be Princess Toadstool. So I'm gonna have to go with Peach on this one. Even though I really like Daisy, and I really do like Zelda too. Rosalina's okay, I just, you know, she's not really established yet in the series. She's only been in, what, 3 games, I think, so far, so I'm just gonna kind of leave her, you know, off to the side, but Peach is my gal. Alright. Next question is Navi or Tattle? Well, I really don't know much about either, but I'm gonna go with Navi, because that's the name I recognize. Well, no, that's a lie. I recognize Tattle too, but, I'll just have to go with Navi, just because if you've never seen There Will Be Brawl, it's an internet movie about Super Smash Brothers, just therewillbebrawl.com. I highly suggest that you watch it. Very good, a lot of good game references, very well put together, a lot of good graphics too for just being an internet movie. And just the way Link and Navi have their relationship in that movie just kind of makes me laugh, so I'll go with Navi. Last question is ketchup, mustard, or relish? Well, I don't know if this is an allusion to the Royals games, but I always vote for ketchup when they have the hot dog races. So, I'm gonna go with ketchup on this one. I do like mustard, but I like tomatoes a bit more. So, that's that. Well, that wraps it up for this round of questions. Like I said, I will be having quite a few videos, because I know I'm probably going to get quite a few questions. So, until next time, everybody. Bye.